Story starts in an unknown place, where 11 people are summoned to this mysterious place. None of them have any idea why they are there. They're all discussing the reason why they're there, but only thing in common between them is that they are all from a place called Townia. Then suddenly, a cute-looking fairy appears out of nowhere and tells them to get ready for the fight. This leaves all of them confused, wondering what she is talking about. Then a man asks what she is, then she introduces herself as Isel the fairy who manages this place. The only mercenary in the crowd tries to get some answers about their situation, but she refuses to answer and tells him that this is none of his business. Angered by this, the mercenary pulls out a sword and threatens to kill her if she doesn't tell them why they're here. She annoyingly warns him to stop if he doesn't want to die, but the mercenary got angry and tried to attack her. After seeing this, Isel smirked as if she was waiting for this. Then in the blink of an eye, his neck was cut, and he is killed. And as if it were a game, a notification suddenly pops up about his death, but no one can see this. Everyone is left shocked and scared for their own lives. Isel warns them that they will be killed if they dare to lay a finger on her. I take the cute part back. Then the system, once again, gives a notification about that. It forms a party of 5 people from the group. The Isel says that Master has started and asked everyone to get ready. She opens a space-time rift and tells the newly formed party to step in if they don't want to die. Suddenly, one person steps forward and asked her to stop. She was annoyed because she knew him before. He is Han Islat, a farmer. He tells her to have the master summon weapons. He mentions that they are 1-star heroes, so if they go without weapons, it would be a suicide mission. Red Hairs wonders what he is talking about. Isel agrees with his reasoning, then she asks the master to summon weapons using a keyboard. The master agrees and summons low-tier weapons for them. Han catches the attention of a red-haired girl named Jenna, as he seems to know more than he is showing on. Han told everyone to take weapons before it starts. Everyone was confused about what is starting. They ask Han about it. Han tells them that the battle is going to start. Everyone rushes to equip themselves with different weapons. Everyone grabs the most dangerous-looking weapons, while Han grabs a wooden shield. Then the first party enters the rift. Gina's focus was on Han. She asks Han about the things that is going to happen and about the fairy. Han tells her that she just needs to go into arena and kill all the enemies, and the rest will take care of itself. Then the system starts giving notifications of the Team 1 deaths. Han was annoyed after seeing the notification, but Gina don't know what is going on, because only the fairy and Han can see these notifications. Very soon the entire party gets wiped out in no time. Isel gets very angry and orders everyone else to enter the rift. Han seems to be the only one who is calm and ready to face whatever they are about to fight, while everyone else is scared and looking for a way to escape. One man says that he have arthritis and can't walk. Jenna says that he was just fine right now, but that man says that he can't do anything about it if it starts hurting Sudanly. Han starts entering, then Jenna grabbed that man and takes him with her. Upon entering the rift, they teleported to another big, looby-like place. There are many gates there, but only one is shining. This gate is a main dungeon gate that connects them to different floors they needs to conquer. The gate opens and they are teleported to a beautiful grassland, but they can't enjoy this scenery because it's battlefield, and the system calls it the first floor and gives them the quest to eliminate all the enemies. Han tried to encourage them, but everyone gets scared and starts running away. Jenna asks the old man about what happened to his arthritis. The old man says that it's got better. The notification window pops up stating that everyone's stats are reduced by 30% when they are frightened, but their attempt to escape leads nowhere as the group runs into an invisible wall. Jenna was shocked by the invisible wall. The old man again says that he needs to sit, so let him out, and just like that, they keep trying to break the wall. Han was very disappointed by their pathetic behavior. Jenna tried to make it clear with Han that their only option is to fight if they want to live. Other than Han, Jenna is the only one who seems to have her head in the game. Jenna introduces herself to Han and tells him that her father was a hunter and she knows how to use a bow. Then the two quickly come up with a plan to defend themselves from the incoming attack by the goblins. Actually, Han also never picked up a sword before. He was just a normal human on Earth one day ago. Pick Me Up is a mobile game created by Mobius. Its objective is to clear a 100-floor tower by using heroes and equipping them with weapons and building other facilities for them, and using strategy and tactics to clear the tower. Just a day ago, Han was also a normal human on Earth playing the game. The game has heroes ranging from 1 star to 7 stars, but Han has horrible luck. Even after thousands of gacha pulls, he never got a hero over 5 stars even once, even though everyone else has them. Han gets a notification about an in-game event in celebration of reaching 100 million downloads. In the event, a dungeon is made available with a low drop rate of the Book of Reversal, which can be used to create a 7-star hero. Unlike other similar games, Pick Me Up is a roguelike game. Even the heroes you put all your efforts and money into, once a hero dies, they are gone for good. They cannot be revived. So Han uses his 38th party. Still, they are all 6-star heroes. But as soon as they entered, all of them fell into a state of fear. One of them suggested to retreat. Han was confused about why they're so afraid, but he just wanted to look at the boss's shape or patterns before sending the main party to raid the dungeon. So, he didn't retreat, but the boss is level 9999 with a weird name, and in the blink of an eye, he wiped out the entire party. The boss's weird name makes Han think it must be a system error. To Han's surprise, the boss looks directly at him, and suddenly everything becomes blank. Then a notification pops up, stating, "Creating your account." Han was confused about what is going on. Then another window pops up asking for a name. Then the name filled itself as ActionToon, which is short for anything. Han wasn't the one entering it. It was happening on its own. Then another window pops welcoming anything to the world of Pick Me Up. Then the system asks to start the tutorial. After all that, Han's eyes open. The system starts the story like every other game. Han was in a small town of the Heim province. The town was burning, and Han had a sword in his hand. Then a quest window pops up, telling him to take down the goblins that invaded the town. Han was very confused by the quest window that pops out in front of him out of nowhere. It was not feeling realistic, but he is suddenly attacked by a goblin, and it doesn't take long for him to realize his situation. He blocked the attack. The attack was quite powerful, but Han used all his strength and knocked the weapon of the goblin. Then Han attacked the goblin and killed it. The notification window pops up again, telling the player that the stage is cleared, and Han leveled up. Han looked around, and the scene looked familiar. Then he completely realized that it's Pick Me Up. The tutorial continues as the game makes the player summon a new hero. Han was confused about what is happening. Then the summoning starts, and a super rare 4-star hero named Shay is summoned. Han was very surprised by seeing the summoning. He wondered if he was also summoned like this. Then she looked at Han and asked if he was the one who summoned her and asked his name. Han introduces himself as Han Seojin, then she also introduces herself. Then the player forms a party with Shay and Han and throws them into a dungeon. Unlike Han, who is only 1 star, Shay is skilled at combat and instantly kills goblins. There is an overwhelming stat difference between them. A problem soon appears for Han as the tutorial continues. The next part of the tutorial is about synthesis, combining 2 heroes to make a more powerful one. This is also where he meets Isel for the first time. She asks Han to go into the synthesis chamber. Han looked at her in confusion, then suddenly called her name. She's surprised to find out that Han knows her name. She asked how he knows her name and asked who he is. Han told her that he is Han Seojin. She looked at the book she has. She was surprised. After reading it, she says, "How can it be Han Seojin, not Islan Han? And he is also different from pictures. He looks different from Islan Han from Townia Heim." Han said that it was because he was from Earth, so send him back. Isel is surprised to know that he is from Earth. Not knowing what to do, she tells him to just go with the flow and continue playing the game. She forces Han to go inside the synthesis tower, and the synthesizing process starts. Any normal player would obviously sacrifice the lower-rated hero to increase the stats of the higher-level hero, Han is certain that he is going to die. To Han's surprise, the player might have misinputs and ends up killing Shay instead of him. Han was surprised at how that happened and asked Shay. Shay says that it was him who was chosen, and she leaves everything to him. She disappeared with a big smile. Han was in complete disbelief. You know what happens after that? New people are summoned and thrown into the dungeon. Let's go back to the present. The party is being attacked by the goblins. The frightened people easily get killed. Jenna and Han work together well to defeat the goblins, while others are just trying to save their lives by running away. After defeating the goblins on his side, Han asks Jenna about her side. She says that she killed one, but others were killed. Han asks her to think about them later, then suddenly a goblin attacks from behind and cuts Han's hand. Han becomes more angry and smashes the goblin's head with the shield. Even the shield is scattered. He was looking angry at the goblin, but actually, he was angry with the level 999 monster that might be the one who summoned him here. He wants to show him that he messed with the wrong person. After he defeated the goblin, Jenna comes and asks about his hand. Han said that it would be all right after they returned. This game has almost no control for players in combat, and all the fight is done by heroes. Still, this game has over 1 million downloads. It's because you can observe this world like a god. Han was also a player of Pick Me Up. He was a 5th place ranker known as Loki, the Master of Masters. He was determined to survive until the end.